ladies and gentlemen, this is Lord Nod. I am at E3. Right now we have a big treat for you. We have all the big developers, we have the EAs, we have everyone in the world, but this is something really special. It put two things that I personally love. Currently the favorite for everyone in the technology space, which is cloud computing, and something which I personally like, which is big robots, but this is a small robot that actually runs off the cloud. Sia.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. This is Adam, and he's the founder of CloudRobot, and we're going to let him tell us what this is about.
Yeah, so what you see is basically like a new type of boxing. It's a combination of video game and toys. So you can play online with them, but they're actually going to happen with real toys. So you can play locally just via your mobile phone. You can control these robots and they're going to box each other, or you can play over the internet. And you have two of them at home, and your friend has two of them at home, and your robot will actually move in his apartment the way you control it. So yeah, and these are real robots, so you can actually really hit each other with the robots, and they're gonna a little bit move around and everything, and real action.
So real steel, which we just saw a couple of months ago, is happening.
Absolutely, absolutely, in reality.
In reality, real steel is all real. So show us what these can do, and we'd love to go ahead and see this.
All right.
So that was an excellent fight, and the deserving winner won. Red takes the fight in 10 seconds.
It was not fair. I had some practice.
But that's okay. So tell us more about this equipment you have. What's the kind of work you do here? Is this robotics? Are you a gaming company? Are you a toy company?
So we're just transforming ourselves from a technological research and development team into a product team who's going to market it very well. So, so far we've been focusing on the technology, and now we are focusing on getting an investor and position the product right. I mean, there are lots of ways to position this product right, this technology. So we want to focus basically on the same way like video games. We want to focus on the same market and obviously launch it in the US and other markets.
Okay. So, and I can see lots of potential in this. For example, you're obviously selling the machines, and even if two of us want to play, there's 4 machines that you have to go ahead and do. That's a great idea. What about things like accessories, like can you go ahead and pimp your robot? Can you go ahead and put some nice decals on it?
Yeah, pimping the robot is nice. I mean, I imagine some people would paint it or change the head, but even more interesting, I think, is if we allow people to actually have different moves, different animations, and then just sell it through our portal or give it out for free. Like, hey, I've got this great uppercut. I think this you cannot, block off. So why don't you download it and use it?
Oh, and that's great code sale. Literally, what you'll be doing is microtransactions and code sales for this. Excellent idea. This does very well. Have you thought about a price point for these? Have you thought about a release date for these?
So release date is early next year. We want to do a Kickstarter as a first in the fall, and then come up with the product early next year. And price point is still tricky. We are looking at the product now and try to minimize the technology. So try to minimize the cost, take out some of the functionality that we love and everything because we developed it, but we don't get the feedback that that's what we want. I mean, people want to see action, people want to see a real fight, and not all of our technological elements necessarily supports this. So maybe we're going to minimize the technology, minimize the functionality, and launch the product like that. So that will determine, of course, our price point.
Excellent. And where does and these apps are now? I see them on Samsung phones, but they'd be on Android, they'd be on iOS, and doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah. So these are now Android apps. For the time being, it's fine. Obviously, we need to be on iOS as well, and perhaps on Windows as. That's
excellent. I like my robot. I'm going to go ahead and call him the Big Mac, and Big Mac loses this fight, but I hope that CloudRobot does well and you get your funding, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Hey, thank you very much for coming by.